Well, hello you wonderful mother truckers. Now, bit of a warning for the upcoming video. There's going to be a bit of harsh language, and it's they go off on one of those rare rants where it runs away with me. But watching it back, quite like it. So, and I think it's justifiable. So, before we kick into this video, warning, there is going to be some harsh language used in this particular one, and do go off on a bit of a rant, but as I just said, bloody justified, I think. Any case, sit back and well, enjoy. Well, hello you gorgeous mother truckers, you, and welcome to another video. Right then, so just when you thought Keir Starmer couldn't be any more of a pathetic beta male, scared of his own shadow and being nasty to everybody around him, and after basically betraying this country and selling it down the river as it does, and making sure that old people freeze to death, waspy women don't get their pensions like they were promised that was going to be sorted out, and just on and on, where we're just literally pissing money away abroad all the time while our country itself can't afford anything, and we're on the verge of an economic collapse. He goes and does something even more stupid, pointless and ridiculous, in a very much like a Joe Biden kind of way, trying to imagine that the thing that he's doing is going to be his legacy. So everybody go, oh, look at that Keir Starmer, look what he did. I mean, he's going to be remembered, whether he likes it or not, for literally being the most hated Prime Minister in British history, and probably forever. He's also going to go down as the man who killed thousands of old people because, well, we can't afford to keep them warm. He's going to go down as, well, the most incompetent dickhead ever known to man. But he thinks by doing what he's about to do, which he's doing now, which is signing a 100-year deal, both economic and military based, with the Ukraine. Now, can I ask a very good question? And the comment section will be there below, and you can feel free to do it whenever you want to, and add whatever you want to, and say whatever you want to. I'd love to know what you think. Can anyone tell me exactly what the Ukraine has ever given to us? I mean, apart from thousands of refugees who are never going to go back home. Now, I know during COVID, the excuse for things not being done was, well, that's made in the Ukraine, or that comes from the Ukraine, because all of a sudden the Ukraine became the manufacturing capital of the universe, because, well, it did. But in reality, when you look at it, what has the Ukraine actually ever given the United Kingdom? And there's a comment section down below, and I'd like, you know, and genuinely, and if they have, I would be genuinely interested, because otherwise they don't give us much, because I don't know or aware of anything that they do give us. Cheap labour, I suppose, is another one. So why are we signing a pact for 100 years of assistance to a country that gives us literally nothing? Why are we militarily committing ourselves to protect a country that only is using us for flicking money, nothing else? Why am I hearing, and there'll be another little update video later on, that he's talking about putting British troops into the Ukraine? Why? And all of this without even having the common decency to fucking ask anyone. I mean, Priti Patel's come out and go, oh, it's such a great... It's not. It'll be a really good idea if our country was in a great place. But it isn't. In fact, it's probably going to be in the worst place it's ever been since the 70s. And I've got a funny feeling it's going to surpass that as well. So how is this deal brilliant for Britain? It really isn't. It means even more of our money will be siphoned off to somewhere that doesn't give a shit about us and doesn't provide anything. And he's done it so he can look good. He can go, oh, look what I've done. I'm so protective of Ukraine. I've done this for hundreds of years. And everybody go, well done for spaffing money up the wall. He's so happy, and the Labour Party, to spend money everywhere except the goddamn country he's supposed to be representing. I did a video just not long ago with Annalisa Dodds. You know, we're going to protect the women in Afghanistan who are being treated terribly. But then votes against a national inquiry for women and girls at that time in our own country who have been abused by people, some of them probably from Afghanistan. It's like this government seems to be so obsessed of ripping all our money away and destroying our economy, destroying our businesses, destroying our jobs, killing the old people, destroying farmers' traditions and making it impossible for them to pass farms on, not respect anything that they promised. They will literally take everything they can out of this country, suck it fucking dry and give it to other people who, in reality, the vast majority of the people that they're giving the money to fucking hate us. I've done a video, which I'm not sure whether it'll be up or not. I think it might be up a little bit later, where he's looking at giving Jerry, IRA head man, killing machine murder bastard Adams, fucking compensation for the bits of hassle he had doing the Troubles, whilst taking soldiers to court and prosecuting them for doing what they were supposed to be doing. They are, without shadow of a doubt, the devil's agents. They are literally sucking us dry to give everybody else a better life at our expense. I mean, when it come up on the thing, I just put, fuck the Ukraine. Because if it was the other way around, they wouldn't give us fuck all. I know normally I don't try and swear so much, but this is a sweary one, because this is a ranty one. We are being destroyed. We're being replaced. We're being vilified. We're being imprisoned. We're being our kids are being taught in the school that we're evil. The kids are being taught in the school that black people built the Britain, which they fucking didn't. We are literally being hated upon, and no one seems to give a shit. Why? I and thousands of other people, in fact probably coming to the millions of people, have been prepared and have sacrificed themselves for the service of this country for fucking what? When I know veterans who are freezing to death on the streets because they can't get anywhere to live because their country, because as soon as you're finished with the army, they do not fucking want to know you. You are just nothing. You're just discarded. And they can't get anything because of that, because they're suffering from PTSD, because their life has gone to shit, because of all the crap that they had to suffer and see and do to protect this country for fucking what? Oh, but it's okay. Bimble over here on a fucking dinghy, and that's fine. 5-star hotel. I mean, there are veterans up in town, just up the road here from where I live. Who got absolutely sweet fuck all for Christmas. Not even a hot meal, but bimble over here on a dinghy, 3-course fucking Christmas lunch. Giving them a Christmas lunch to celebrate something they don't fucking believe in. They sit there all nice and warm while old people are frightened to death to put the fucking heater on because they don't get a little bit of money extra that might help them through the winter. So far, we've been very lucky in the UK. It's been a fairly mildish winter. But we're now entering usually the 2 really cold months. We're just halfway through January and February. Sometimes into March, it can get really cold. But if you bimble over here in a dinghy, fucking nice and warm. We've got companies that are going to go bust. Companies are going to sack people. People are going to be out of work. Companies aren't going to hire anyone. No one from the outside world wants to fucking invest in this shithole. Millionaires are leaving by the boatload. And that's the smaller ones because they see what's going. I mean, let's be honest. If anyone's got the money, they're leaving this country because they can see what's coming. Unfortunately for the rest of us bloody plebs who can't afford to go, we're stuck here and we are going to literally live through fucking hell. Here's a message of Elon Musk or Donald Trump, especially Donald Trump. We've had Ed Davey, the brain-dead moron from the Liberal Democrats, which are the biggest waste of fucking space on the planet. They're neither liberal or democratic. Going on about how we can survive Trump. Here, Donald Trump, here's a message from me, a simple little Brit. He was saying we should give visas to Americans who want to run from Trump. Can you do it the other way around, please? Because if you offered me a visa and said I could come and live in your country, I'd be fucking out of here like a hot potato. And I know some of you go, well, you shouldn't run away. Why would I want to stay? I've done enough service for this country. I don't want to have to fight for it again because no one in government gives a shit. You got all these MPs, you got all the Conservative and the flipping Reform, you know, and you just limp dickheads who won't fucking tear this Labour government a new arsehole every second you get. You're just limp-dicked. They're right. They're full of corruption. You can see that this grooming gang scandal is going right to the top. But then again, some of you in the opposition, probably the Conservatives, probably in the same boat and really don't want one either. You are betraying the people you are supposed to be representing. You are feeding us to the fucking dogs and you don't care. What you care about is a 100-year support deal to the Ukraine that gives us nothing. It's just a drain on our finances and it's a drain on our military resources. Because all the shit that we send over there, we don't fucking replace. And then, of course, members of the armed forces are leaving hand over fist because they don't want anything to do with the shit that is the military anymore. Russia could walk into this country tomorrow if it felt like it, and we can't fight with anything. Because the one thing you've got to rely on when it comes to the shit hitting the fan is a bunch of people who are more confused and more worried about their fucking pronouns and what pissing gender they are than anything else. And then those of us who do stand on the line and do things like this and fucking point that out are always doing it under the threat of being arrested and put in prison for it. What is the point? So if somebody did say, come and live in the States, we'll pay for you to move, or we'll let you come in here and live here and blah, 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 I'm fucking gone. And I know lots of other people would as well. Because at least in one place, if I go to America, at least I can have a fucking weapon to fucking defend me and my family. Here I've got nothing but coarse, harsh language. Because if I use anything else or pick anything else up and I use it to protect myself, I get arrested and charged with assault. How does that work? That's the UK that we live in right now. If you are white, if you're one of me, a white male, we are literally the most persecuted, hated, and blamed bunch of people in the entire fucking world. And no one seems to give a shit. And I raise issues and concerns about things because I want people to give a shit. I want people to represent me in Parliament who give a flying shit about me and my people. And all they give a shit about is themselves. At the moment, Andrew Bridgen, maybe, Rupert Lowe. That's, I mean, two fucking MPs. That's the sum total. There's like 700 of the bastard things. And there's 2 of them who actually give a shit. The rest of them are just in it for themselves, money, and what fucking things they can get up to behind the closed doors, which hopefully no one will shine a light on. You know, like Elon Musk has done with the grooming gangs. Which, of course, as I've done in another video, they've just fucking pushed it under the carpet again. And the vast majority of people will just forget it. Because that's what we do brilliantly here in the UK. We bury our heads in the sand and hope it'll all be fucking all right in the morning. I keep saying to Mrs. G, she moans about it. I said, well, do something about it then. Say something. Oh, I don't know about that. Then shut the fuck up. Because that's the problem. There are millions of us. And we can put ourselves in a position to actually do something, except the vast majority of you just won't. The vast majority of you will look at people like me and others who do YouTube videos like this, and at every drop of the chance you get, just have a go at us, because we're, oh, you're doing this, oh, you shouldn't say that. You best stop talking about that, or else fucking what? Or else what? We're fucked. And you don't care. You'd rather attack people trying to draw attention to it. And as much as this video is a rant, and it's been a long time since I had a fucking rant, I'm telling you now. But it's got to that stage because I'm getting sick of people who just do not give a shit. I know, I mean, the thing is, I do get it. I know it's hard. But the simple thing is, yes, it's hard. I do what I do it's always at the back of your head that maybe this will be the one that gets me done. But that doesn't stop me from doing it. The amount of abuse and threats I get sometimes is just ridiculous. And it makes me have a wobble. But I'm not ever going to have a wobble again. Because I'm doing it for the right reasons. And if you don't like it and you don't like what I'm saying, just don't bother saying anything. Piss off. Because it's getting to the stage now, people just don't start actually physically standing up and saying something and doing something and actually making the effort. What's the point? What is it? In 10 years' time, you're going to be looking back on these videos and going, oh shit, I wish I'd listened to him or Paz or Andy or what's his name? Thorpe or Tommy or We Got a Problem or Clown. All the people that do all these videos, Paul Thorpe, that is. And they're just trying to say, will you please just stop and look and listen? I've done some shorts where people have commented and quite easily prove that they just read the title and make an assumption of what I said. Why? Why do that? If you can only be bothered to read the headlines, go back to the library and get books for 4-year-olds. Because if you bothered to listen and if you bothered to pay attention, you'll find that a lot of us are just trying to say, please wake up, look what's happening, and do something. Please help and do something. Because there's only a few of us who are doing it. And the abuse you get is just ridiculous. Where in reality, we all want the same thing. But no. We all want the same thing as long as it's okay by me. As long as you're singing the tune I want you to sing, that's fine by me. But oh, God forbid you don't. It's ridiculous. I mean, the things I've been accused, Oh, you're factoring the... I mean, I have 7,400 and something subs. It goes up and down all the time. Might go up with this one, might go down with this one. But I don't care anymore. I have literally as much influence over the political sphere of this country as I do over whether the tree in front of me continues to grow or not. I've got no influence over anything. I'm doing it because I'm trying to wake somebody up. And then one day, maybe, we might wake somebody up who actually is capable of doing something about it. And that needs to be somebody who cares about the country, not their own fucking ego and not their own fucking bank balance. And I'm going to get another, well, start your own party. Why? Start my own party for what reason? So you can just then go, blah, 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 blah. We have actually got the possibility, I don't know, and he goes, oh, you're anti-reform. Not anti-reform. We have a party that has the potential of doing something. But at the moment, it doesn't look like it wants to do that because there's only one MP, Rupert Lowe, who is what you would call a good politician. He keeps asking the difficult questions, and all the money that he earns in his salary as an MP, he gives away to charity. He does it because he loves his country. That's what we need. We need MPs who care more about the country than they do themselves. It's not fucking rocket science. Any case, I need to calm down a bit, don't I? Been a while, but that rant was needed because we got to start thinking shit. We need to get something sorted here because it's going to be too late, and it'll be too late to go down the line. Oh well, those guys on YouTube, they were actually telling the truth, weren't they? Shit, shame we can't do anything now because we're fucked. We're literally almost there now. And you've got people who seem to surf the internet, find YouTube videos when people are trying to point out and go, grow the fuck up. If you've got nothing constructive to say, fuck off. Take a breath. I'll go and walk around Morrison's, so that'll cheer me up and see how much the price of everything has gone up again. And that's something for another video. Any case. 2 more videos popping up on the screen. You know the drill by now. One will be the one that I last uploaded. The other one will be the one. You know the drill. The mighty gods of YouTube with their super algorithm will have selected for you to watch. So why deny the algorithm? If you're one of the 87%, probably gone to 90% now, some people who watch these videos and aren't subscribed, why not? If you agree with what I'm having to say, subscribe. Doesn't cost you anything. You're not going to get into trouble, I promise. And it just helps my channel. And the bigger my channel gets, the more people I can hopefully talk to. And the more people I can hopefully talk to, maybe another one can be awakened. If it makes it all this for just one more person to decide to say something or do something, then it's absolutely 100% worth it. I do this for those people who want change. I do that for people who've honoured me by joining me on my journey of trying to explain things to people. So you can do that. You can also just, if you don't feel like subscribing, you could just like the video and drop a comment. Because these things also help the channel. My comment section's open for everyone. You don't have to agree with me, and many of my comments show that people don't, and also show that the vast majority of people who don't actually watch the video. They read the headlines. But what it is, but it's interaction, and all that helps the algorithm, which helps the channel grow. It's that simple. I mean, I do have a link. If you've got some spare cash, you can go on Ko-fi and buy me a coffee if you want to. You can become a member of this channel. I'm also available on Patreon. But of course, these things can cost money, and I'm fully aware I am in the same boat as you, that it's very, very difficult. I mean, I've just managed to get my X Premium up and that, because now I'm getting a very, very small, just enough stream from doing these videos that allows me to pay for those things, which allows me to get my message out to more people. Because if I do get any money, it goes into that. It goes into the YouTube channel. It goes into the ability to do things, video editing, extra stuff, cameras, whatever. That's what it goes into. I don't spend it on anything else other than this, because this is my purpose. Any case, enough of that. I'm done. Till the next one.